Welcome back. This is Dr. Alana James, and this is the second part of the first session of 10 years younger, wanting to be 10 years younger. This part focuses on the idea of rest. And again, from Dr. Chopra, he says that there are two kinds of rest: restful awareness and restful sleep. Restful awareness you might know of as activities such as yoga, tai chi, contemplation, etc. Also meditation. All of these have certain things in common. Physiologically, they slow our heart rate, they decrease our blood pressure, and they help us breathe slower and breathe more deeply. Some aspects of thought in the world say that we are born with a certain number of breaths, and if we slow our breath down and enter a more contemplative way of viewing the world, we lengthen our lifespan. However that is, it is true that stress decreases our lifespan, and so these practices of restful awareness are aimed at pushing back on that. The other possibility is restful sleep, and there are two pictures, unfortunately, over each other here. One is self-massage, and the other is then restful sleep. So I wanted to point out that if before we go to bed, we take a minute and just massage all aspects of our muscles from our limbs inward towards our heart, we'll feel more restful, and this will release toxins out of our muscles and it'll prepare us for sleep. There are many other things, I'm sure you know of some, which prepare you for sleep, a warm bath, etc. But at the end of the day, we will feel younger if we sleep better. So, as we did before, let's talk, and if you're watching the video, if you make a list for yourself. What could you do this week to feel younger? What activities? What mental attitude can you change? And what can you do for both restful awareness and restful sleep? Chopra suggests that we say a mantra to ourselves as we move our awareness into a new way of being. So if I am now 60 and I want to move my awareness into being 45, if I regularly say this kind of thing to myself throughout the week, I'm giving my mind and body the signals it needs to prepare me for the change I want to envelop. And so every day, in every way, I am reversing my biological age. My biostat is set at a healthy, in my case, 45 years old. This week, I am focusing on thinking and acting positively with youthfulness and practicing both awareness, restful awareness, and restful sleep. Once again, this is brought to you by ealanajames.com, which is my website dedicated to everyone who wants to grow, discussing how we engineer the good life, defining happiness, age, gender, health, work, and change. I hope you all have a great week.